If you've seen Council of Dads, you know it's an emotional roller coaster. But here's something that might surprise you. Tom Everett Scott has a Council of Dads of his own in real life.
Are you really here?
This one was your favorite. Do you remember what you'd do with this one?
I'd say one red heart and my hand here. And you'd say, "Can you feel my heart?"
Okay, Tom, your character dies in the pilot, but that's not a bad thing because we end up seeing you for the rest of the season.
So not bad for me as an actor, as career-wise. It's been a fun experience. It's been very meaningful. I think the show is very powerful. It teaches you a lot about family. When I read the script, I knew I wanted to be a part of it because a lot of the messages just kind of rang true. I mean, when I lost my dad, I was a full-grown adult, but I used to think, well, what if I was, in high school or something? Who would we have turned to? Who are those people important in your life who could continue to guide you? And I have kids, so I thought about it in terms of what would I do. I have friends who actually are members of a council of dads for someone who passed. And when they saw that I was doing this show, they were like, oh my gosh, we're doing that. So it's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, there's a couple of things about this show that sit with me. It's based off of, as you said, your character, he knows he's dying. He recruits these other men to help be father figures. And I can't help but think in this time that we're in right now with this pandemic, that might be something that people are really thinking about right now because we're having to confront the idea of death.
That's true. There's been so much. And yes, it definitely applies. Also, just being at home with your family and understanding more what family is. I know that my wife and I are selfishly enjoying spending all this time with our children. Our daughter is 19, our son's 15. Who knows the next time we'll get them to sit down to dinner every night, and be in close proximity, which is challenging, but also forcing us to deal with each other. We're becoming a very strong family unit, I feel like.
And can I say, you just said 19, and I'm like, no way you have a 19-year-old. That was
Well, that's
the first
the appropriate response. I appreciate that. You got started so young. Yeah, she's 19. She's gonna be 20 in a couple weeks, less than 2 weeks. 20.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love how the show kind of focuses on, well, it does focus on men and parenting. Do you think that that's something different that we also see in television?
I just knew that when I was going to be a dad, when we had a kid on the way, I just knew I wanted to be involved. I wanted to be slightly more involved than my dad was. And he was a good dad. But, also my career allowed me to be home for like a couple months sometimes with the baby, and it gave me all this time to spend with my kids. So I just know from my own personal experience, I've enjoyed being, equal partner in the parenting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tom, thank you so much and stay safe. Happy birthday to your daughter. You
Yeah.
said 20. Do you have a party planned, or do you know what you're going to do?
Who knows? I mean, I've seen people doing the parade of cars where they wave from the car and stuff. We'll probably just fill the house with balloons and just try to make it as fun as possible.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you.